Training camp is officially over for the Chiefs, which means the regular season and quest for a three-peat are right around the corner. With that in mind, let's talk about some roster locks and the rookies who are going to play a major role in the 2024 season. So let's stop wasting time and get going. When talking roster locks, it doesn't need to be said that players like Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Chris Jones need to be mentioned. Essentially, I'm talking about players who have dramatically improved their stock this offseason and who have carved out a role for themselves on the 53-man roster. Let's start with an easy one. Xavier Worthy. Usually, when you're drafted in the first round, you should be a roster lock going into the regular season, but Worthy has done way more than just simply lock in a roster spot. Currently at wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 when Hollywood Brown is healthy, Xavier Worthy has given himself a real chance to become a household name in the NFL. Throughout OTAs, training camp, and trust building with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, Worthy is set to make an impact this rookie season that could even outweigh what Rashee Rice did for us last year. Rice paved the way for rookies to play a major role in an Andy Reid offense, and with Worthy's speed, route running, and ball tracking ability, he is the clear favorite to make the most impact of these roster locks. Next, let's talk about Carson Steele. When Andy Reid is spending the whole offseason talking about what a special player Steele is and how he's going to surprise a lot of people, you're basically setting yourself up for a spot on the 53-man roster. When you play in your first preseason game and wow absolutely everyone, it's easy to understand why Steele gets the praise from Andy Reid that he was getting. Yes, Kyle Juszczyk is still around, but we haven't seen a young player make this much noise as a fullback in a long time. Now, Steele could certainly join the roster as a running back and play behind Pacheco and maybe CEH, but with his versatility in the receiving game and potential to gain the short yardage, I can easily see Carson Steele inserted in the goal line package as well as the third or fourth and short package. There's still a lot more to come for Steele, but with the little we have seen, it's a promising start. The next two players I predict to make the roster are Jack Cochrane and Jaden Hicks. Cochrane has played in NFL games for us in the past, and coming off a good end to last year's season, helping fill in for Nick Bolton and being a menace on the field in training camp and preseason, I suspect Cochrane will finally maintain a solid spot on the roster with playing time worth mentioning. Jaden Hicks is another rookie that has really made a name for himself this offseason. Learning from Spags and the other amazing safeties on our team, as well as guarding a legendary player like Kelce, can really up your game. And Hicks has taken advantage of it. A similar style to Justin Reid with a bit more fearlessness and athleticism makes for a good chance Hicks will not only get a roster spot, but like Cochrane, Hicks will carve out a role on defense and be a contributing factor. Finally, let's talk about Nikko Remigio and the Aussie and former rugby player Rees-Zammit. For Nikko, it's been a combination of an outstanding offseason and capitalizing on other players' injuries. Remigio is extremely shifty with great hands, his route running is his best ability, and when you can get open against the defensive backs the Chiefs have, you're going to do it against many other teams. Remigio is also perfect for this team. He can fill in basically anywhere as a wide receiver, and he can make a real impact on special teams. Nikko is a lock. However, Rees-Zammit might not be. Rugby to the NFL is definitely a learning curve, and for Zammit, while he's shown promise, I don't think this is the year. He isn't ready to contribute on offense, and with the meteoric rise of Carson Steele's stock, making it as a running back this year might be out of the question. But there is still a chance on a different part of the roster, and that's special teams. For Zammit, this is by far his best chance to make the 53-man roster. Be the kicker for the new kickoffs, and put your body on the line. As the year progresses, he'll continue to get a chance to carve out a bigger role, but this, to me, is his best chance at a roster spot. That's all we've got for you today. Let me know what you guys think below, and we'll see you next time.